Well, we continue to honor the men and women who serve in the military this Veterans Day here in New York City. The Intrepid Museum marking the day with its annual commemorative wreath-laying ceremony held aboard the historic USS Intrepid on the Hudson River. Joining us this morning is Bruce Mosler, the co-chair of the Intrepid Museum and lifelong advocate for veterans. Bruce, good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
On this Veterans Day, the Intrepid Museum, obviously a special place every day, but especially on days like today, like Veterans Day. Can you tell us about the ceremony and the other events happening today?
Yeah, look, today is the day where we thank the half of the 1% whom, whenever in our nation's hour of need, when we ask who will go for us, it's that half of the 1% that serve that always say, send me, I will go. So today on the Intrepid, just as we will on the parade, we'll recognize all those veterans and all the services all throughout the years that have made the sacrifice to serve for this nation. And we'll do so, Chris, by saying more than just thank you. We'll do so that remembering they are also the best people you can hire into your workforce because of their leadership, their collaboration, and their skill sets, which are beneficial to any company.
And their discipline, that is for sure. The Intrepid served in wartime, now serves as a place of reflection. Education, obviously, is just a kind of one of the pillars of New York City. When you're driving down the west side to see it there, it's always, you almost want to stop and salute it every time you see it because you know what that ship has been through and what the people that have been on board that ship, the men and women over the decades, have gone through. What do you hope visitors take away that have maybe seen the museum for the first time?
Well, first and foremost, we hope that they understand that the price of freedom is not for free, and that the men who have served on that ship have made sacrifices on their behalf. The freedoms that we enjoy each and every day come at a very heavy price. And so on Memorial Day, we remember the sacrifices made, the supreme sacrifice. And on days like today, we remember everybody that has served. And as a museum, our objective, quite frankly, is educate, inspire, and at the end of the day, remember, just remember, freedom is not for free.
Bruce, it's important for us to recognize our veterans every day, especially on a day like today. But what are some of the biggest challenges that you feel our vets are facing today, and how can their communities help support them?
Look, I think like every group of folks that have served in a capacity in any kind of service situation, the challenges they face are in the transition phase, the next part of their life. They've served, some of them for 4 years, some of them for 6 years, some of them for 30, but they're young men and women. And so they're going to go through a transition, and that transition is a hard one. So we're there as an organization, Cushman Wakefield, which now is a top 10 military employer. We're there to help them translate their skills, to say, you actually have some unique skill sets. You are in fact competitive with those that have gone through college, and in many cases you have many other things to offer, and you can enter an organization at a very high level. So for us, it's helping them translate their resumes. For us, it's making sure that they get into the workforce at the highest possible level through mentorship, and at the end of the day, they're in sustainable positions. Yeah, for companies who don't know what they're getting when they're hiring servicemen and women, they're not doing their homework, that's for sure. Bruce, thank you so much every day, not just on this Veterans Day, for all the work you do, and thank you to everybody at the Intrepid. It truly is one of the signature pieces of the city. We thank you. Thank you, Chris.
All right.